Prepare for liftoff. Buckle your seatbelts. Let's go for a ride. LSUODYSSEY.COM. Your host, me. Now, this isn't the typical mood you find an LSU Tigers fan in after losing a game like that to Texas A&M, now is it? Well, that's because I'm a Tigers fan that's feeling a lot more optimistic about my LSU Tigers this year, right? You should be too. I mean, there's so many great things that happened this season. I understand the loss to A&M sucks so much balls. I understand the loss to Tennessee was just absolutely dreadful. There was no pulse. I understand the loss to Florida State is kind of what scrambled your brains to begin with, mine included. The Florida State game is what made so many doubt Brian Kelly after an entire offseason of jumping on that bandwagon. And now, just like after Tennessee, we see so many LSU fans jumping right off that bandwagon again. Why is that? Why can they not be patient with Brian Kelly, but then demand that Brian Kelly be patient with LSU, with figuring out his new surroundings? Kelly's been more than patient. Kelly has immersed himself in the ways of Louisiana, and he's changed a lot about his personality, or maybe showed things about his personality that we just didn't know about. Either way, he's tailored his personality for LSU football, to be the LSU football head coach. And he didn't try and instill or establish the Notre Dame of the South, some crap like that. He definitely very much, opened his heart to Louisiana in so many different ways. And I feel like you have seen that identity right, it's embodied by this team. The character, the fight, the work ethic, the skill, the resilience, the longevity, the intensity, and we just found out, this weekend against Texas A&M that, yes, you wanted to vote Brian Kelly for president just a few weeks ago. Now we found out the man is human. Now, how do you negotiate that? Is that okay? Are you going to cry? Are you going to want to fire him? Or is that all right? Will that be okay if Brian Kelly can be a human being? Lose a game to Texas A&M that he should not have. Make mistakes that he should not have. That's the thing about Brian Kelly, is he's actually taken responsibility, which is something you will not see and have not seen many LSU coaches doing before. I'm talking about recent years, talking about Les Miles, talking about Coach O. These are people who didn't take any sort of, even vague accountability for what the losses. Although I will say this, Coach O would always say, "That one's on me. That one's on me. That one's on me," and would never go after a player. Would never say anything bad about a player. But what he would do is reveal player injury information, reveal information about players that no one wanted out there, that even the families are being tight-lipped about. And then Coach O's up there on the podium. Ty has a broken ankle. It's like, damn, dude, I was trying to keep my mouth shut about that. I was totally going to, because I love Ty's family, and they let me in on that little secret, and now here you are, like, he's got a broken foot. Like, damn, dude, come on. You know, like, we've been used to that type of a head coach at LSU. And so when we see shenaniganless accountability from Brian Kelly saying, we didn't prepare correctly, you know, because that's the thing. It'd always be, no, we prepared correctly. We prepared that correctly. We should execute to make adjustments. You know, like, there was always some excuse. There was always some, no, we did do that right, but we didn't do that right and that right. But we did do that right. I'm telling you, damn it. Like, we didn't completely suck. 2019, you son of a bitch. 2019. You know, like, there's just like a vibe about that time that was just kind of weird with Coach O, never taking any bit of fucking responsibility. And Brian Kelly did that. He did it in the best way possible. He showed the same emotion, perplexed, just what the hell did we just see emotion that the fan base had. He embodied that same emotion. What in God's name did we just see? So when I look at that man, that coach, sitting up there, taking it on the chin, and then taking it on the chin again and again and again. And you know what? He doesn't even care. He's oblivious to all the crap, all the noise people are saying. He knows it's coming. He knows it's been said. But guess what he's thinking about? Guess what he's ready for? Guess what he's excited about? Getting his team up to beat Georgia. You think that LSU are about to just pack their bags for 2022? Oh, this is a rebuild year. Oh, we just lost to A&M, put our tail between our legs. Oh, let's try and get let's try and make it into the Cotton Bowl. You know, that'll be a big success for the season. Fuck that bullshit. This is LSU football. This is Brian Kelly. This is Kayshon Boutte. This is Jaden Daniels. This is John Emery Jr. having 7 touchdowns. This is Jeray Jenkins. You know, this is Harold fucking Perkins as a destroyer, as a Death Star. You know, like, this is a team that is way better than people believe. Mekhi Wingo should be all SEC first team and an All-American this year with his performances. B.J. Ojulari is right there, very close to that. Micah Baskerville is the most underrated, least talked about linebacker in college football, and guess what? He's going to have a hell of an NFL career ahead of him. There's all these guys on LSU. This is a far more talented team than anyone was sold or anyone believed. And I know they can beat Georgia. In fact, this LSU team, I actually feel, you know, like 90% are going to win this game against Georgia. 9 out of 10, I'm pretty much there to making a prediction for LSU beating Georgia. You know what? In fact, LSU are going to beat Georgia this Saturday in front of me while I'm watching this game in person. It's going to be crazy. I hope we can see that. I really hope to God we can see that. But here's the thing. You're saying, well, Elon, how? There's no way we're going to see LSU beat Georgia. But here's the thing that you're not thinking about. With a head coach like Brian Kelly, you damn well know we have a chance.